factor this polynomial completely and state the method or methods used. And I can tell you these last ones are all going to have more than one particular method on it. So let's look at what we have here. I have a 4-term, oh wait a minute, actually a 5-term, because there's, well, not a 0, they're not an x squared, but I don't think, if I use one method, that won't be a problem. I see 4 terms here with nothing common for greatest common factor. So no, it's not difference of squares, or it could be not difference of cubes yet. So what I'm going to do is this here. I'm going to factor by grouping. We'll look at just the left side. And so I'm going to kind of ignore the right side for a second. So I'll put that bar there. And what's common to an x4 and 3x cubed? An x cubed. And if I divide these by x cubed, I have an x minus 3. So I have an x minus 3 on the left. I have to have an x minus 3 on the right. And notice what would I take times x to get a negative 8? X, a negative 8. Negative 8 times x is negative 8x, and negative 8 times negative 3 is positive 24. So now I can group the x minus 3 together and x squared minus 8. Oh, there's more than one thing here. Because see, key here, methods. It's a hint. And this is a cubic. Notice I have 2 terms. I can cube root x cubed. I can cube root 8. It's a minus. So there's my formula. So I know that. Now, notice I have this x minus 3 kind of here at the back still. But x, square root of x is x cubed. And the square root of 8 is minus 2. So it's x minus 2. And then my middle term here, or the trinomial term, would be this x times x, which is x squared, and negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. Oh, I need to get rid of that 4 squared there. That's squared. Ignore the squared. I'll leave a little arrow thing right there. Maybe you can see it. It's not, shouldn't be there. And then 2 times x is 2x. Remember, our sign is different. It was negative here. It has to be a plus right there. There is no squared right there. There is no squared right there. Remember that. Okay. So here on this one, I'm going to factor by grouping again. Looking at just that half there. And so I have it, I can take an 8x cubed out of each of these. Ooh, that's a big number. This is going to be x plus 2. I need x plus 2 over here, which is the hardest one to see. But if you think about it, what would I take times x to get x? A plus 1. And 1 times 2 is 2. Oh, now you know what? I can use now sum of cubes, because this is also a cube one. But this time it's a plus instead of a minus. So I'm going to cube root 8x cubed, which is the 2x. And the cube root of 1 is 1. Sometimes that's the hardest one to see. So I can take the 2x times 2x, which is 4x squared, and 1 times 1 is 1. But notice, when I take the 2x that is a plus 1 here, it becomes a minus 2x there. And I still have that x plus 2 at the end. So there I have factored this one completely using 2 methods. These are done by grouping and either sums or difference of squares.